kinda like complicated. I never know what I'm chasing, no. I don't need someone to save me, but you appear like a lightning bolt. Maybe you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy, busy, busy. There's magic in your rhythm, like a shockwave to my system. Maybe you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy, busy, busy. 'Cause every time I'm with you, you're my one and only elixir, elixir. Like a magnetic attraction, a supernatural vertigo. It's a chemical reaction, something I never imagined, no. Maybe you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy, busy, busy. There's magic in your rhythm, like a shockwave to my system. Maybe you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy, busy, busy. 'Cause every time I'm with you, you're my one and only elixir, elixir. You're the one that lights me up, lights me up. You're the one that lights me up, lights me up. You're the one that lights me up, lights me up. You're the one that lights me up, lights me up. Baby, you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy, busy, busy. There's magic in your rhythm, like a shockwave to my system. Maybe you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy, busy, busy. 'Cause every
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Learn With Me live stream. My name is Ashley Goldstein. I am a developer advocate for NVIDIA Omniverse, and I started this stream a little over a year ago to explore parts of Omniverse that I wasn't familiar with and to see how I could accelerate working in Omniverse through workflows, connectors, extensions, and whatever else I could find. With that said, since this is a Learn With Me stream, if you have any advice to offer me, if you see me struggling on something, whether you might be right or wrong, feel free to communicate in the chat. That's the great thing about this stream, is that I work with you guys, and that's the best thing about the NVIDIA Omniverse community, is everyone's just willing to help each other. So with that said, I hope you all enjoy my beautiful living room. I can't get my NVIDIA broadcast to work today. I don't know why. So I don't have my spooky background. This is my amazing, what's that? Grand piano and my my living room. I just find it so funny. So let's go ahead and get started for the day. I'm going to show my screen here. Plot myself off into the corner. I stream every Monday and Wednesdays, usually, and I stream at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. And at the top of every stream, I like to share this resource document so that if you're watching when I'm not streaming, you can come back and look at all of the links that I'm talking about, so I don't have to spam the chat with a bunch of links either. First thing is the code of conduct, and then you've got the getting started link. So if you're new to Omniverse, that's a great landing page to find how to download it. Omniverse is free for individual use. All you have to do is download the launcher and get started with USD Composer or Code or Audio to Face or Isaacson, whatever you're interested in, or building your own app as well. And we also have a community challenge going on. This is for all of this month of October and November. It's for spooky season, for fall season, holiday season. As long as you use Omniverse in your workflow, whether that's to render, set up your scene, use tools for your workflow, and you post to social media using the hashtag Seasonal Art Challenge, both the NVIDIA Omniverse and NVIDIA Studio will be checking those, and you have a chance to be featured. I actually posted mine from my Instagram account, and NVIDIA Studio replied to my post with a little heart. So I thought that was really cool. They got to see it. So you'll want to check those out. It's not a contest, just a way to get involved and be featured and be a part of the community. So that's really cool. Where do we get featured? On any of the channels like Twitter, LinkedIn, I guess Twitter is X now, Instagram, Threads, ooh, and that will be at the end of the challenge. The other link I have for you guys is the Omniverse calendar. I talk about it every stream. If you don't have this added to your own calendar, you're going to be missing cool streams like mine. When Eric and Jen come back, they will get back into working with Jetson and Isaacson. We will have Isaacson team getting started on their own live streams, hopefully soon, and the community live streams that are every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 Pacific Time. So these are it's just a great way to be reminded and to see what's going on. I'm also going to be talking about how to, or I'm going to be showing the community extensions page in Omniverse. And if you're curious how to create extensions, how to publish extensions, there is a DLI course on how to do this. It's free. All you have to do is have a NVIDIA developer account, and then you can enroll. It's very easy to move through it. It gives you a lot of great examples and walkthroughs on how to create an extension, and then it also shows you how to publish. But if you don't want to just do the course, there is a video on YouTube. I've included that in the Learn With Me resources page. Maddie created this about a year ago. It's how to share your extension through GitHub, and then we have a GitHub crawler that adds it to the third-party extensions tab, which I'll show you later. Okay. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and move into Omniverse for today. I'm going to get my face out of the way, and so that you can see Omniverse nice and big. There we go. So I have been working in this scene for the past few streams. I started off just using SimReady assets and NVIDIA assets to create this scene here. Go to main camera. Whoa. See if I can focus in. Whoa, what am I looking at? Is that the wall? Which side of the wall is that on? Let's click a planner. Oh, I'm in path tracing. I love path tracing. It's beautiful. But streaming and path tracing at the same time, my computer does not like it. This camera is okay, I think I messed this camera up when I was playing with something earlier. So I wanted to kind of zoom out so you can see how I created this. If you hadn't watched the streams before, I just have a little stage that I created on its own USD layer. So it's just a bunch of planes put together to create this floor and 2 walls. Then I created another layer for all my SimReady assets, and I composed it together in the main root layer here. So that is my composition SimReady USD. And I'm just going to continue working in this scene today. I was talking a lot last time how I really wanted an align tool. And I also talked about how I'm not very good at saving. So when I said I wasn't good at saving, Simply Chenable reminded me from Discord that there is a third-party extension made by our very own Maddie. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I could go through the third-party extensions and find things that work for whatever I'm doing. So I was like, well, I should show that on the stream. So here we are, looking at it on the stream. First thing I need to make sure is I go back and do that save reminder one. I didn't set it to auto load, as you can see here. So I have it installed. I just need to enable it, and then it'll remind me to save every so often. So that's the first thing I want to get started with. And then I wanted to see if Michael Wagner's Align tool is still in the library. I remember seeing it a long time ago, and it is. So we've got 2 of them. They look to be of the same version. They just got published twice. So if you're curious what I'm looking at, I'll start from the very beginning. In USD Composer or Omniverse Code or Isaac Sim or any of the Omniverse apps, if you go down to Window and go to Extensions, it opens up this big Extensions tab. I docked it here. You can dock it wherever you want. Maybe we'll put it over here so we can see it with our scene. Make it a little bit bigger, like that. And we have NVIDIA extensions. The NVIDIA extensions are everything that's included with the app. We can like say, okay, I want to look at how the viewport extension works. So I would just type in viewport. Of course, you get a ton of them. So you have to find, I think it's this one here. And you could even open it up in code. And you can see all of the Python scripts to make that extension work. So it's a really cool way to just see what extensions are available, and you can look at the code on how they work. So if you're curious about something, you can see how we implemented it. It might help you create your own extensions. And you can enable them and disable them. Just be careful doing that with some of these because you might lose it and forget how to turn it back on. So that's that. But other than the NVIDIA extensions, we have third-party extensions, and that's community extension. That's everything that you all make and you publish to GitHub and follow the instructions to tag your release so that our crawler picks it up and it adds it to our third-party extensions. And it also has your own extensions that you create too. So if you go into like new template project and you create an extension, this is where you're going to find your own extension that you added locally. As you can see, I have a couple of here. I was playing around with Magic Scan, and this is from when I was making my own node for OmniGraph. So those are still stored in there. But if you scroll down some more and go into the community ones, you'll see all of the community tools. We have some like Align tool or Maddie's bookshelf generator. There's really a lot going on. You do want to be careful and make sure you don't publish like your template one. Like I think someone published their template extension, which if you're testing it out, that's fine. But I don't need to install that. So I'm going to look for tools that are going to help my workflow. First thing I'm going to do is this Align tool because I really need it. I have trouble like putting things in 3D. So I'm just going to click install and it just, lets me know this is unverified. So do I want to proceed? I'm going to click install. It only needs a second or two. Great thing is Michael Wagner has this picks up from the GitHub README. So as long as you have your extension with a README, the crawler will pick it up and add it to the overview. So I could like go to his URL, or thankfully I can just read it here and it tells me how to use it and things to note, all that stuff. So really cool. Zia, you've been having trouble with your Discord. Ooh. I will be honest, I've been having trouble today. It took me forever to get on my PC today. I don't know what it was, but my computer was not recognizing my display ports. It took me so long to like figure out, I don't know what it was. I honestly don't know what I did. I like unplugged everything and plugged it back in, updated all my drivers, but now my NVIDIA broadcast isn't working. So maybe it's not just you, Zia. Okay, so I have my Align tool. Let's enable it. It says not enough objects selected. So let's go. How can I use this? I know I used it before. I just don't remember how. Select the objects you wish to align. The last item in your selection will be the target. Oh, hey, don't forget to save. Save. So let's align my factory frog. And my chair. So I need to change my selection type. So right now when I select it, it just selects the mesh that I clicked. I want it to select the whole X form. So I'm going to change that up here. And now when I select it, it selects the whole X form for the froggy. And then I'm going to hold shift and select the chair. And the chair is my target. Does that mean I'm targeting? No, I think it's the chair first and then the frog. And I'm going to align it on the Y. Align it to the top. Well, okay, wait, never mind. I'm supposed to be backwards. I had it right the first time. So frog first, then chair. Change that all back. But it makes his feet go to the top of it. What if we say center? There we go. I kind of put him back where he was. So I had it right the first time. That's fine. But say I was to like... I think some of my pumpkins... I want to double check that they are also aligned. So let's do pumpkin, table, pumpkin, table. Target is my willow bench. Transform. Oh, no. That's because it's... X form is there. So top? No. Yeah. Well, I'm proud of myself. Every time I put it at the top, it aligns it exactly where I had it. So maybe I'm not all that bad at aligning things. I am very bad at aligning things on the wall. So let's just grab a new SimReady asset. And let's find... Let's do a tilt and roll ladder. Monday tech blues. Or Microsoft updates. I'm going to blame it on Monday. All right, so look at that. It already added it to the floor. I don't even need to align that one. But if I want to stack another box, Omniverse is pretty good at aligning things, thankfully. All right, so this is like way off. So let's see if I can align it a little bit better to the one right below it. So I held shift and I selected the other one. And I just want to do its Y. I don't want to do center because that would be right here. Maybe if I... There we go. So I had to have all of them selected and it aligns it much more cleanly than it had before. Oh. I thought it was like off a little bit, but no, that was just my eye. All right. I'm going to keep this align tool. So I'm going to put align tool as auto load so that I always remember I can use it because that works really well. So let's take a look at some other extensions in the meantime. I will add the align tool. Where should I put it? Let's put it down here. And let's find something else. Funky Boy has one. Funky Boy has a couple of extensions in here. This is anamorphic effects. Save. What do anamorphic effects do? They create, you can set your aspect ratio, your lens effects. Okay, let's try it. Install. Camera lenses. And let's enable it. Now we have this. Let's click on. Oh, cool. Very cinematic. What if we do mobile? Oh, this is cool. This is really nice. There's the anamorphic one. Standard widescreen. Wow. Okay, I probably am going to keep this extension because I'm constantly changing my aspect ratio, especially when I want to share things on Instagram. I want to keep my aspect ratio, and sometimes I really struggle with that because I don't want Instagram to like force me to cut things off. So square would probably work for that. I can even customize it. Ooh. Nice, easy. Let's go back to the 1, 1 square. And let's try our lens effects. Bloom appears in render. Yeah, so these will probably be when I render it out. I could try render. What does this mean? Controls anisotropy value and depth of field overrides located in the post-processing menu. Lens flare. This is all, yeah, so it's all post-processing. Okay, let's do a before and after. So let's do, where's our animation? No. Rendering. Movie capture. Try to find that folder before. Okay, let's do, we'll call this factory frog. before. And we are in the current camera, capture current frame. Give it a second. I didn't know depth of field had a different name. Bokeh? Is that how you pronounce it? All right, let's look at the factory frog before. So this is the factory frog before. Let's turn on a bunch of features using Funky Boy's extension. This is our depth of field. Put this down here. Lens flare. I just want it messed up. I don't even care if it looks nice. I just want to see what it looks like. So, oh, you can see it in the viewport. Bloom, lens blade, blade rotation. I'm just going to turn everything up so we can see how big of a difference it is to have it all, and then we can dial it down. Let's go back and we'll call this one after and current frame. Okay, so it looks similar to what the viewport does. So I can see it in the viewport. You need the YouTube link for the tutorial. Yes, I have shared that. Let me come back to it. This one, I'll share both. So this is the course. Put that in the chat. Extension course, which is free. And then this is the video. Publish to GitHub. Send. All right. Save. All right, so I think I will save this extension for when I'm doing something that requires more post-processing. So I'm just going to turn it off for now. And I'm not going to put it on auto load. I don't think it helps this workflow, but I will definitely use this in the future, especially for the aspect ratio. I really like that. It makes it much easier. Let's look at terrain. Omni Isaac terrain generator. There's no little overview on it. An extension to generate terrains for Isaac Sim. I'm not working in Isaac Sim, so I will skip this. This is Maddie's bookshelf generator. He did like a multi-part series on how he coded this, and I've honestly never used it. So let's do it. Let's try it out. Enable it. And he gives an overview, which is great. I really like that. Press the create new button to create a new bookshelf. And expand the prototype's collapsible frame and click create default prototypes. All right, where did it go? Oh, it's loading. Oh no! It died. No, the bookshelf generator broke my composer. It crashed it. Maddie's bookshelf just took over. All right, I'm relaunching. Womp womp. Oh, Papa Chuck, yours is the extension for terrains. When I go into IsaacSim, I'll download it. You should add a thumbnail for the overview so people can see it. It's educational. It makes a mesh that you can apply warp on. Oh, the code is useful. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. I want to learn warp. I've been seeing it a lot lately, and I want to know more about it so that I could do a live stream on it too. Okay, let's go back into this one. Yes, good point. Google's my friend if I want to use for aspect ratio. Anamorphic process is a rabbit hole. It's all about cinematic production. Good point. Maddie saved us with one extension and then crashed us with another. He rickrolled us. Just waiting on USD Composer. My SimReady asset scene is getting very heavy, so it takes a little bit to open up, especially when I'm streaming. Bokeh is Japanese. A shallow depth of field is what we call it for cinema versus all the terrible videos we shot in the 90s. To get stuck? Oh, it's loading the tilt and roller ladder. Tilt and roll ladder. Must be very heavy. Well, while we're waiting. So on Wednesday, Devin LaFontaine is going to be joining the Omniverse Live community live stream to talk about Action Graph. So I probably won't be streaming for Learn With Me Wednesday because I'm going to join the Omniverse Live one again. That'll be 3 weeks in a row that I'm doing that because I would really love to learn all about the new features for Action Graph that I have really been slacking on. So I'm going to hang out with Devin and with Edmar and check out all the new features during that live stream. So make sure to join us on that, which will be very cool. I think he's going to do something with physics, if I remember correctly. Oh, goodness. Is my USD Composer going to crash it? Nope, there we go. I just have to be patient. Patience is hard. Anamorphic is a type of lens that is not spherical. It's slightly rectangular. It's tend to create a wide aspect ratio, ideal for big, epic landscape pictures. Ooh, that's really cool. Now I just want to create a big, epic landscape picture just to use that extension. Okay. Uh-oh, it looks like the extension is on. Let's go to third party. Put that back here. I can see the bloom effects. What was that? This one? Oh, you know why? Because I saved the scene. Can I reset my post-processing? Reset settings. There we go. Woo! So I saved the scene before I disabled it and then saved it again. So that's why. But resetting is nice. Okay. I'm going to skip Maddie's bookshelf generator because I don't want to crash again. And I don't know if it's because I'm streaming or my scene is just too big or what. So skip that. Let's see. Camera rectile. Oh, this is the camera recticle, which is from when we did the contest. It was an example that Maddie created on how to create custom UI and scene manipulators. So this one is really cool, which is just helps you put these. Here, I'll just install it. Rather than talk about it, I can show you. Yes, I do have checkpoints for my saves. I always have those on. here. And my camera reticle, turn that on. So it just helps you position things in your scene. So you have thirds, you have quads, you have crosshair, depending on how you want it to look. Where are you? Down here. So Maddie had it as a little button at the bottom in the viewport, which I love so much. And I can turn on my reticles. So it can help me compose my scene a little bit better. 2/3 is a good rule to always follow. So I can keep Factory Frog in a box here. And I know I'm positioned correctly. So that's cool. Action safe, title safe, custom safe. Uh-oh. Not working. Oh, I have to turn it on. Duh. Cool. That makes it really nice. Super easy to use. And this is all public code. So if you want to see how this was created, you just you can click here or go to the GitHub and see it, which is great. I'm going to also auto load this, keep this in my scene. Should help with really anything that I'm creating and rendering out. Then we have Camera Studio, a small extension that generates cameras based on predefined settings. Oh, so I really liked how we created this. This was an example made by NVIDIA developers. And Mario, who's on my team, he had ChatGPT generate a CSV file of camera, like popular camera settings, like a wide angle camera or a top angle camera, a perspective camera. And he uploaded that CSV file into this extension and it automatically created those cameras. So that's a great use of generative AI in your workflow too. I don't have a CSV file, so I will skip that. Camera view optimizer. Oh, I remember this from the contest as well. So it allows you to hide objects that are not in the camera view so that your render times are faster, more optimized. I can always use that. So let's install that here. I'm going to also turn my reticle off for now. Oh, uh-oh. Failed to solve extension dependency. So it was published in June. Maybe it doesn't work with 105. Let's see. What are the dependencies? It might use the old viewport legacy, yeah. So that's a good thing to note when you're publishing extensions is if there are updates to Omniverse, make sure your extension gets updated. They changed the viewport legacy to the OmniKit viewport window. So that's something that developer would need to change. Conveys extension is in here. That's cool. To create what's this one for? Oh, this is to integrate the Convey API with Omniverse. Oh, Funky Boy's Cornell box maker. He made this for the contest extension. It just creates a nice little Cornell box, which is cool. Crowd simulation. This is very useful. I just want to test it out. Don't really need it for my workflow, but it's definitely one of the fun ones to use. You've been having issues with your CAD converter extension. You can't import CAD files from programs like Autodesk any idea like what's going on. So I would encourage you to join the Discord, which I will post here. It's discord.gg/NVIDIA Omniverse. So I'll post that in the chat so that you can join it if you're not already on it. And then post in the extensions channel what your issue is, and if you are getting any errors, what your console errors are, a snippet of your code, and you're welcome to tag me and I'll come back and help you out. But the community is also really good at helping you out, and we can talk to the devs if we need to. But the Discord is one of the best solutions for helping with issues like that. And then the forums is good for reporting bugs and stuff, or getting more in-depth help. Okay. Crowd simulator. Let's enable. Can I make a crowd of frogs without crashing my scene? Probably not. I need to like do something with Factory Frog's legs so his legs are not in the floor and he can sit in the chair. Well, this is a heavy extension. There we go. Ooh. I think I might need a new scene for this. So let's save, go to new, and I'm just going to press play. Ooh, rigid body. And start demo. Max speed 10, desired speed 3. What's A? The default number of demo agents is a 3x3 grid with 9 agents. The current simulator in Python may struggle above 25 agents depending on CPU configuration. And agent grid is 3. I don't see... Oh, they did. Oh, they stacked on top of one another because it's Y up. Whoa. Let's do a 6x6 grid. And now press play. Okay. It's just a fun way to simulate your crowd and have things go flying around. I'm sure someone can figure out a better workflow than what I'm doing, of course, but I don't need it for what I'm doing today. I'm gonna go back into my SimReady scene. I have to stop the simulation first. There we go. I need a frog onesie for my stream. I don't know about that. Where do you even get a frog onesie? All right. I don't want to go through all of these. There's lots of great community examples. Let's see if I can find. So far, the align tool and the save have been really good for my scene. I need to turn the save on auto load, which I keep forgetting to do. I should just always have it on, or I will always forget, and I will not save my scenes. DLI example for a command library? I don't know. A simple Python. No, never mind. They didn't change anything. DLI was doing something. Create primitives. Spawns different primitives using OmniKit commands. Very simple. That is from the How to Build an Extension in 10 Minutes video. Embedded VS Code. Here's the Jupyter Notebook one that Jen uses in her workshops. So where you can have Jupyter Notebook actually edit your Omniverse scenes. Heavy Omni UI component system. Component class for UI organization and encapsulation. Oh, they did a stream. Oh, it's from Heavy AI stream. Cool. Human generator. I think I did this in a stream before. You can create like a very interesting looking human. Indoor kit. Oh, this is from the contest. He made that robot. Funky Boy's isometric camera. Funky Boy does a lot of things with cameras, and that's really cool. I like it. Oh, look, this is my joint creation example I made. This probably does not work anymore. I need to go fix it. That was from a year ago as well. Light blending extension. There's no overview. This extension allows to smoothly interpolate blend intensity between two lights. Ah, nice. I wish there was like a way to like bookmark it. I don't want to install it now, but like, oh, I probably will need that later. I'm gonna put a feature request in for like a little favorite. Like if you had like a little star and you could have like a list of extensions that you want to use, you could star them. Material manager allows you to quickly toggle between different materials. Kind of like a variant thing. Let me install it. See if this works. Please select any object to see its materials. Let's try Froggy Guy. Didn't work. Or open settings. No models with variants. Oh, okay, so you can just like flip through a variant really easily. I did create variants on this guy. Are my variants still there? I did that last stream. This one has variants. Would it be on the material then itself? Looks. On the shader. Let's go to the GitHub URL and see if there's any more information. No support of instant meshes. And navigate to your viewport. Select any static object on your scene. Once the object is selected and is valid, the window will be changed to something like this. And you would be able to look through its variants and go from previous to the next. Yeah, it's, I don't know, not working. Is there a console error? Texture file referenced in the material parameter defaults wasn't resolved with the property. I really want to use this extension, but I'm not sure. I'm going to leave a note on their GitHub. Maybe they can help me out later because this is really cool. I'm going to have auto load because I might want to use that when I can get it working, because I do have variants on some of these things and it would be nice to be able to go back and forth with much more quickly than coming over here and doing it. So let's move on. I haven't looked through the third-party extensions in quite some time. There are a lot more extensions than there was before. Plant generator. Maddie save reminder. We have our scatter tool from the SIGGRAPH workshops. Cyborg simulate walk. Works on people. A simple instruction to make walking agents follow a goal. Ah, that's really cool. on primitives. I like when I see the default extension uploaded. It shows that everything is working well, at the very least. SyncTwin has a bunch of stuff for their configurator. They have their floor plan generator, so you can upload, I think it's like it's a image of your floor plan, and it would turn it into a generator for floor plans. Turn it into a tile? Yeah, and like put it on the floor for you, I think. An item flow rack configurator by SyncTwin. All right, I think for my workflow, really the only two that I'm gonna need are a line tool and my save reminder that I can see in here. There are so many other options of tools that I could use in other workflows. So I'm gonna keep some of these in mind. I'm gonna go submit my feature requests so I can put I would love to have a little favorites tool so I could just star something and come back to it later. And now you guys have seen how the third-party extensions are added, how they work. Again, go watch that video if you're curious. That's where are you video. This video here, it's in the Learn With Me resources document. I'll post that back into the chat so you guys can see it. This shows you step-by-step how to upload to GitHub from Omniverse code, how to submit a release and tag Omniverse in it to make sure our GitHub crawler picks it up and adds it to the third-party extensions. And maybe in like 6 months or so, I'll come back and we'll do this stream again and see if there's been any more updates and on any more tools I can use in my workflow to help my workflow be accelerated, work better, work faster. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday on the Omniverse live stream talking about Action Graph with Devin and Edmar. And that's the end for today. So see you all then. Thank you for joining. Bye.